we expressed a little bit of skepticism about the health of the line as it moved eastward. I still have some skepticism regarding the health of some of these storms moving in. So we always want to level with you, let you know how we're feeling about a particular situation. Yes, the Storm Prediction Center did issue a severe thunderstorm watch for a good chunk of northeast Indiana and a couple counties in northwest Ohio, Paulding and Van Wert in particular, and then in northeast Indiana, pretty much everywhere south of Noble DeKalb County, which would include, of course, Auburn, Kendallville. So point south under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. This will likely expire early. And again, the confidence is not particularly high in severe thunderstorm development. A tornado watch continues across most of Indiana, central southern Indiana, and then points south into northern Arkansas through the night. Satellite and radar does show a cluster of showers, rumbles of thunder moving north and eastward into northeast Indiana. You can see, of course, tornado warnings and some of these gold polygons, which indicate actually considerable damage possible with some of these storms. The strongest storm right now in Indiana appears to be moving right through Indianapolis. Go a little farther north, we're kind of noticing a weakening cluster of showers that are still severe thunderstorm warned. But to me, this is kind of a red flag, one of the things you kind of look for to assess whether or not storms are more likely than not to be severe. Just based on the health of some of these cells as they move eastward, that tells me the severe risk is as low as we've kind of expected it to be throughout the rest of the evening. Nonetheless, have a way to get warnings. The National Weather Service is in charge of issuing those warnings, but if you download the 21 Alive First Alert Weather app, you'll get those warnings that are issued just as quickly as we do. So it's always nice to have. You can see several lightning strikes in and around Kokomo, Logansport, with some pretty gusty wind. A dust storm warning is also in effect farther to the west. Very unusual. Probably the first time I've actually seen this in my 11 years of forecasting here. So it does not happen often. The two criteria here being near zero visibility and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, kicking up some dust. So that's in effect here for just a little while longer, 7:45 p.m. Our local National Weather Service is considering whether or not that needs to be extended eastward. So stay tuned. Satellite and radar shows, though, again, a more considerable severe threat through southern Illinois, Indiana, western Kentucky, and southern Missouri. Giving you the bigger picture, there's that area of low pressure we've been tracking all week long, but particularly yesterday with the conditional severe threat. That remains a factor in what we're seeing across much of Indiana here this evening. Future track reiterating the idea of kind of a broken line of showers moving north and eastward here tonight. Could have an embedded shower or thunderstorm that could turn severe. That means winds in excess of 58 miles per hour, hailstones as large as quarters, or just an isolated tornado threat if there's one that isn't necessarily rotating but could at some point. Usually those are issued as severe thunderstorm warnings first, maybe upgraded as tornado warnings if it looks like the rotation is strong enough, or could be. But Future Track does show again that threat looks pretty unlikely, with the tornado threat probably the lowest one of the lowest anyway, out of all the risks. Flooding, I guess, is the other low risk. Strong wind and large hail in any one cell are kind of at the low to medium end of things here. Through the evening, we should be out of this risk area, probably at about 9-10 p.m. I would expect, again, that severe thunderstorm watch to be canceled early here this evening. Now, we want to give you the first alert, too, that some showers, cool weather will cycle through the area once again next week. We've been through this once before this month. It's going to happen again. Clouds, a little bit of rain. Could be a bit soggy at times through next week. But look at those temperatures. That's probably the biggest change. Although the weekend looks okay, a little breezy tomorrow, cool, 68. We should get to 70 Sunday, and then clouds, 50s for highs, mid-40s for lows for a good chunk of next week. We'll probably break out into a little more sunshine by Friday of next week.
It's not all that bad, except that we've been used to the high 70s and 80s now this week.
We have, yeah. Severe weather is not likely next week, so